Internet, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of the Jongravesshow, and I'm pretty much letting everybody know what the fuck happened in R0 this week. And pretty much the only real piece of information, which is actually really fucking important, is the fact that yes, he did make the necessary changes, and yes, it actually is nice to actually see Subaru throughout the rest of this episode, pretty much planning and actually trying to actually make something just a little bit different from how it was previous with what happened last time. And they did actually throw in a lot of hints and clues to actually sort of give Subaru some hints as into who probably could have killed him. But I probably should have said this on camera, but and of course a lot of us actually kind of speculated that it was either Reem or Ram. I forget the blue hair. I think the blue hair one is Ram, but for a lot of people, if you speculate who Subaru met in the previous two episodes, like since he's been living at this goddamn manor, and the people who that he has been communicating with and who that he has been learning about, Ram is probably the only character so far who that he kind of hasn't had a chance to talk to, get to really know, and actually spend any alone time with. Everybody else, of course, Puck, of course, Amelia, they're both cool. It's like the fucking Manor Lord, of course, like he's pretty much like in a positive place, or at least that's what he's kind of presenting, you know. Reem in this episode and also in the previous, they pretty much seem to be kind of close. The only one who that even Beatrice was is nice enough to say that she actually healed his wounds for him. I was actually worried for him. But even with all that though, like I do like, now going back to like the major clues of what is going on here, is that the first thing was the chains, and that I think his name is Roichi, but the Manor Lord, like when he had that little chain on his leg, they did actually kind of play that with what happened before Subaru died, of course, and also there's also the other more interesting thing too, of pretty much that little fairy tale in which they were talking about the two ogres, which that for some reason that one actually kind of makes you think of Reem and Ram a lot, whereas that one sister is actually way more self-sacrificing than pretty much the older sister, who pretty much just wants to have friends and wants to be considered normal. Actually, I do kind of have to take that back. From earlier, Subaru, he did actually have a good moment with Ram in the previous episode, especially when they were like after they got done doing the shopping, and of course he was talking about demons and angels with her, and she did kind of have that whole little moment there. But even then though, you know, you still probably wouldn't have suspected her, or at least I kind of did, because it's like, well, now we really know nothing about those sisters, and pretty much like that, if they're capable enough to handle a house and be underneath that lord, then yeah, those two are probably killers, so it's to be expected. But still, with how this episode is ending, hopefully Subaru doesn't die, but if he does, I really do wonder, like, what will his next course of action be, especially since, like, he now knows who his killer is, and possibly not why they want him to die, but possibly that why did they order his death when it's very different from what happened previous of him being there for 4 days and then leaving and not really taking anything with him. Also, another nod is that I'm actually happy though that he did kind of talk about like that phenomenon he had last time when he got sick and shit. So also with the whole nod back to that nameless witch, whose name I fucking forget. Stella, something like that. But like the name that Amelia went went by before before revealing her actual name. So, of course, that is something to take into consideration. I'll catch you guys on the next John Grave Show. Please keep watching anime, keep playing video games. I'll see you next time. Sorry for making this video so long. I'm out. Hey internet, how's it going? I'm Batman, and I'm here to tell everybody to go ahead and check out this little book right here. It's called Ibarra's by my friend Deshaun R. Smith, and my book is in the back. My book is called Noir Prophecy, along with our crazy little collaboration book, Mizuki Dragon Warriors. And you can read the first introduction, or like you can read the introduction, the first few pages of it, and go ahead and check it out and show us some support and love. I'll leave a link down there in the description for it. Also, if you like this video, please go ahead and click over there and go ahead and click on the link, and it'll take you right to my last video. I'll see you next time on the next John Grave Show. Please keep watching anime, keep playing video games, and remember, I'm Batman.